mini bi-weekly general love tarot reading for January 16th through the 31st, 2017. In the beginning of this reading here, I am feeling like someone needs to, or is wanting to make something right. And I feel like this involves your soulmate. Okay, I'm pulling in a lot of energy here. Spirit is saying something to do with either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I'm getting it actually a couple times here. But I'm also feeling like this is something either you feel someone else is responsible for or you're responsible for. And I feel like that this energy here wants to become right. Like, I feel like it just wants to set itself in balance here. And I feel like that there's an offer opening for some of you, not just meeting new people, but also regarding fixing a relationship. You know, I keep seeing the tools out there, fixing a relationship. And I think that this love is beautiful. And it's definitely worth trying to do whatever you can to take responsibility yourself, not force the responsibility off into someone else or into your mate. Okay, first of all, we can't fix anything. And trying to fix something brings us into codependent patterns. So basically, we want to do is work with ourselves, not try to fix ourselves, but heal ourselves. There's a big difference. Fixing ourselves doesn't necessarily heal us, but healing, asking for healing, bringing in that beautiful universal energy, that heals us. Okay? And it gives us the power, it gives us the source to find ways to heal ourselves. Okay? I also feel like somebody may have had a partner who was in trouble with the law. And this is just what I'm getting. The message is not just from the cards, but from spirit. And the spirit of the cards is I feel like someone may have had problems with the law. Maybe they have been separated from you and you're waiting for them to get out and you want to move forward into a relationship again with them. And sort of make everything right. Okay, well, it's okay to balance and have a perception of doing things in the light. Okay, because what is right and what is wrong? There isn't any. You know, it's basically more in what journey do you want to take? Do you want to walk the path of the light or you want to walk the path of the darkness? So here I feel like somebody is being free from either a committed relationship or a relationship where this relationship couldn't take off. And now I feel like it's coming to life again. And there is great love and a great, I want to say, I feel like there's a contract in this where I feel like this is destined to be. Now, I don't say that much in my readings, but when I feel it, I say it, okay? And, this could have something to do with an air sign. I'm feeling Venus a lot here, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean it's Libra or, I don't know what, okay, that was taken from my mind. Okay, scratch that. It doesn't have to just be Venus. I'm also feeling a lot of Mars energy. So some of you may actually like someone who is an Aries or a Scorpio. Besides, the air and the air signs that I'm feeling right now. So there is a past relationship. Now, this is interesting because I read it both ways. Because it can happen to many of us. This is like maybe meeting someone and you have this feeling like you've known them all your life, and you have. You may have known them in other lifetimes. And so I feel like for some of you, there is that deja vu, that meeting of two souls, and recognizing the fact that there's something way beyond than just what you're standing in front of or talking on the phone or text messaging. Okay. And so I feel like there is a lot of blessings in this relationship. Now, this could be for many of you. This could resonate for many of you. The other past here I'm feeling is this was someone who was in your life, but the time that this person was in your life wasn't exactly that divine moment or that divine timing. You may have had experienced some divine moments, but it just couldn't take off. It just couldn't remain because it just wasn't karmically set. Okay? And I'm repeating some of what Spirit is telling me. Now, I feel like there had been a lot of karma either in your life or your mate's life. And because of that karma and the lessons and the journeys that were being called forth to take, whether it be to wake up, whether it to be grow up, whatever it could be or was to be, I feel has happened. And so I feel like these two souls, and like I said before, I feel like it's for many of you, the meeting. There is a meeting of the two souls, whether this happens telepathically right now in these last 2 weeks of January, or this happens in person or through a message via email, text message, or phone call, or even whatever, a parcel package. I feel like there is news that's coming that brings the two of you together. Okay? Now, moving into this part of the reading, I'm feeling, again, there's new beginnings. I feel like there's a lot of fire. Now, some of you could be with fire signs, okay? Or maybe your moon rising is fire. Also, what's important, well, all the planets in your astrological chart are important, but North Node, okay? The South and North Node in your chart, that's important too. Because your South Node is telling you what karma lessons and some past life residual you're coming in this world with. Your North Node is telling you, what's your journey this life. And I know it's not easy balancing the North and the South Node. Okay, I've plenty of experience in that myself, my friends, let me tell you. But balancing those two nodes isn't easy because we all have Akashic records. We all have memory cell from other lifetimes and this lifetime, and they're stored within us. Now, does every single lifetime come out? No, it doesn't. But what's important, the experiences you have in this life may trigger something that you don't know where that's coming from. Even a love that you feel in your heart and that person you're missing, that is coming from another lifetime. Okay? So, what I'm getting here is there's some fire in your step now. Okay? Okay, I told you about 2 meetings of the soul. Okay? That some returning, some new, some you may have known, and there's a wake-up call there. Hey, wait a minute. We've had something great all along, and I didn't even know that. Okay, so that's what's happening here, Virgo. And I feel like there is something here that you just get up and suddenly let go of. You just let go of it. Okay, whether you do it through forgiveness, whether you take a class on how to let go, I just feel like you are releasing and letting go of the past. Okay? Because that gives you this epiphany where you say, oh, wow, if I could have just let go of my sorrows and everything else, I realize these are all stories that are stored in my memory cell. that play a part in every chakra or center in my body. I feel like there's just some energy release here, and you're moving forward like fire. I got it. I'm on my way. Here I go. And, love, love just comes pouring in here for you. This is the best reading I've done out of the 12 signs so far. Well, I have 3 more to go, but this is amazing. This is amazing. I feel like I'm reading a book here, like one of those high seas love romance books that just sweeps you off your feet, especially at the end. You go through all this turbulence in the book, and then boom, at the end, it's like, oh, you're in each other's arms and you're living happily ever after. So, yeah, so love is coming here, my friends. And also, like, I kept feeling like there was water here. Like, also, too, some of you may have a love or meet up with Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, which is pretty awesome, too. I don't want to hear about Libra doesn't do well with the water signs, because it's not just about your sun, and it's not just about your moon, and it's not just about your rising. Okay? Anything in astrology is a combination of everything. Just like we try to combine the tarot cards. Okay, so anyways, this looks great. Just really excited for all of you. Just keep an open mind, because some of you may be attracting in or meeting up with love that is different. Like, when you release and let go of the past, you're dealing with a new energy that's rebirthing. Okay? So it's really important that you keep your thoughts clear and your imagination awesome in regards to what you see yourself with, and your perception changes. You want your perception to change, because that's what's going to help you change what more you want to see in your life. So that being said, I do feel like some of you will attract in someone you would think, well, yeah, he's never been or she's never been my type. Okay? That's important, because Spirit is saying that you should not judge that. I'll put these two together here. You should not judge it. Go with the flow. You might be surprised the love you will receive in this journey. Okay? All right, let me just lay out a few more cards. Well, there's the Lovers. Love that card. Looks like somebody... I don't know if you're hoping for marriage or you're looking for marriage. But that's what I see, I'm going again with an air sign. Could even be a Gemini. Or maybe you're in love with a Gemini or an air sign that is married and doesn't have the freedom to be totally with you. But I feel like something's going to change there. I feel like something's going to change. Well, okay, so somebody's lost hope here. I feel like they've been hurt a bit because they thought everything was over, and that's how they're thinking here right now. But I do feel like that there is a comeback here, and there's an opportunity to have a conversation. Now, I hope that you remember this when this event happens, what I'm going to tell you. Don't dwindle in the past. Don't sit across the table, for example, from the mate that's returning or you want back in your life, and literally crucify them. Don't analyze them. Don't look for gaps. Use more of your feelings. Okay, because sometimes the Virgo mind can get going like that. Don't listen to the chitter chatter in your head. Just be in the present moment. See, feel, hear, smell what's happening right in front of you. Okay? I don't know why I just got a smell of roses around some of you. Some of you actually may be religious, and the Virgin Mary is very strong in your life, and you may be praying to the Virgin Mary. Okay? But whew, those roses are great. That means blessings, blessings in love. Okay? So just, I know you're thinking a lot and you feel kind of betrayed, but there is a coming back together. And if you don't dwindle in the past and you move forward, accepting things just the way they are, this relationship will come back together and move forward. Okay, now let's see what the angels have to say here. What are the messages, Spirit, for Virgo? Virgo. I wonder if I'm going to get the music and the listening card. That's been coming up a lot. There's a new love. Yay. Way to go, Virgo. And a harmony. Retreat. Study. Support. I got study you. How's that for studying? Divine timing. Healing. Self-acceptance. Then I just spoke about acceptance. I also spoke about, instead of like targeting your mate or ex-mate about what they've done, kind of look within yourself, how you can heal that. What part did you take in that experience? Okay? Because it's about you too. Remember, we're all mirrors to each other. And sometimes it's hard to see within our own mirror. So we basically study somebody else's, but we don't realize that excuse me, we're also studying ourselves. Everything is happening in its own divine timing. Okay? Something happened on January 12th. Okay, whoever that is, please come forward. Love to hear from you. I feel the ground shook then, and you lost faith almost in everything, because you felt like things were just being taken from you. But I got to tell you, that's all coming back to you now. Okay? Now, I'm getting January 22nd, January 23rd, January 26th, and 28th. High energy days for you, Virgo. Now, what does it mean, high energy days? Well, it can happen good or bad. It depends upon where you are at. Okay? In your mind, heart, body, and spirit. Check in with yourself. I feel like some of you may actually go away to some kind of spiritual class. And it might be a weekend thing, or it could be for a week. I heard Mount Shasta. Some people might actually be going away to Mount Shasta here in the United States. Some people might actually be coming in. But I feel like this is an event for Virgos anyways, all over the world, is taking some time out for yourself and head on to some classes or some healing, because I feel like that would be very beneficial for you and will help you even accept and open your heart to new love that's coming your way. And you know what I always say, everything has a divine timing, but we're not out there running a marathon trying to find that divine timing, are we? We are awakening the divine timing within us. We as human, we as spirit, we with the universe, with the divine source, come together and say, I awaken the divine timing within me. I am awake. I am awakened. The divine timing is now. It is within me. Okay? That's inviting the divine within you too. I don't know why I'm so spiritual. We got some very spiritual, highly spiritual angels going on here right now, guys. Okay, let's just go ahead and shuffle for the general reading. What are the messages for Virgo, Spirit? You know, I'm getting a message here that some of you, starting, I guess maybe it was January 1st or right after, got some raises. I feel like maybe it's not a lot, but it's more than what you had. And gratitude always has a lot of divine power. So let's just stick to our gratitude guns. How's that? What are the messages, Spirit, for Virgo? All right. This deck is huge. My hands are small. All right. We have got renewal. Yes. And the moon. Knight of air. 10 of water. 7 of fire. The star. 10 of fire. Wow. Knight of water. So here again, we've got the air, the water, and the fire. We have some earth. Let's just make a balance, huh? The 4 directions. Earth, fire, air, and water. We're made of all that. So here we got renewal, and let's take a look at what we have all here now. So we've got renewal. So this is like coming to an understanding. One about yourself and about what you want in your life. Again, I'm being pulled towards that meeting of two souls. Now, it doesn't have to just be love. It could be meeting someone, going on an interview, or, it's a job and suddenly there's somebody you're working around and it's just like, wow, the energy is just good. It's good. I do feel like for some of you Virgos, you do need to review and evaluate some things that have been going on recently in your life. Okay. Do you want them there? Okay. Because if you don't want them there, I know some things are not easy to rid of. But the more we feel trapped in something, the more we're just going to be trapped. Okay? And the renewal card, of course, is like rebirth. This isn't the death card, but it's it's like the death card. It's a rebirth. It's going in a new direction. Feeling love, feeling light, feeling hopeful, feeling faith. The moon here is perhaps meeting your fears now and letting them go and know that they're not real. Okay. And the Knight of Air is about events. Like there's things happening, things that are going to move for you the last 2 weeks of January. I also feel like there's some extra money coming in. Maybe that's tax money. But I do feel like there's extra money coming in for you. And the 10 of water is just being rewarded. Okay? Being rewarded. I'm feeling like some Virgos are going to be creating family here. Or maybe having children. That came to me. But I just feel like that your relationships now become more trustworthy. Because I feel like some of you have been questioning is like, why is this always happening to me? Why am I always getting with someone who's faking me out, playing me, lying to me, whatever? No, I feel like that's going to straighten itself out. So moving on to the last 4 cards here. We've got the 7 of fire. Okay, now I'm getting like someone needs to defend themselves or has been in a position of having to defend themselves. So this has happened already or it's going to happen these next 2 weeks. And definitely stand your ground. Okay, but try not to, excuse me, try not to overreact. Kind of what's the saying for this? Choose your battles wisely. So just kind of like stand your ground. Don't let your ego pop out where you feel extremely defensive. There's some, I feel like there's some part of this you have taken yourself that you're a part of. If that makes any sense. And it's not just all about the other person. So it's about both of you. But here we've got the star. And so good things, happy times, happy movements, walking the right path, feeling like you're walking the right path, just enjoying, your career, enjoying your job, finding jobs. Finding other opportunities, gathering with family. You've got a really good reading, Virgo. I have to say, really good. Last 2 weeks of January. Put your mindset there. Put it there. Okay? If things aren't really moving all that great right now, leave it. Put yourself there. Pick yourself up and just shift the energy and put yourself there. Okay? Because you got some great opportunities here. Message for some of you who are so into working so hard to make a relationship that isn't working work. Okay? And don't do it anymore. Because it's draining you, it's stressing you out, and have faith that if this relationship is going to be, then you let the universe, you let higher source work this energy with you now. Okay? Give up the struggles. Give them up. Give up the struggles in you too. Okay? What am I getting here? Now, I feel like some of you, getting this like crazy stress between my shoulder blades. I don't know if that's arthritis or if that's just muscle and tendons, but I feel like a visit to the chiropractor or doctor, maybe physical therapy, because I feel like that's been kind of going on. I'm also getting the head center here. Like I'm stiff in my sinuses and in my back of my neck. My head hurts. Some of you may actually have sinus infection from weather change, allergies, okay? And I'm going down on the knees and my feet, okay? So the knees, my joints hurt. Mine don't, but I'm feeling yours. So I think you should start taking some minerals and vitamins that support joint and also the feet, okay? I think that you're wearing shoes that are right for you. And I'm just, what am I getting? Feeling the sense of like sensitivity to the ground. Some of you need to ground more. Okay. Anyways, if you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Just want to say I love you, Virgo. Blessings.